Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my July beauty favorites. It's been a little while since I've done a monthly beauty favorites video. It's probably been several months. I've done some favorites here and there, but dedicated makeup videos have been a little bit slower because I haven't been trying out as many products. But this month there's been a lot of good new releases, and I actually have some more reviews coming up pretty soon because I just placed an order for the Too Faced matte foundation, the Born This Way matte foundation that just released, and also the new, I forgot the name of it, but the new ColourPop collection, the like wild collection, whatever it is. I purchased most of it, so those are coming up this week. And then I have some things that of course I want to share with you guys in this video, but I've actually been more excited about makeup lately. Like, there's been so many new things coming out. Like Patrick Starrr just released a brand, the Fenty Skin collection that's coming out. I'm gonna order that as well. But let's get into what I actually have been trying out so far. I'm just excited to actually be trying out new products. So first of all, I'm going to talk about a makeup sponge. I've always mentioned like the original Juno sponge, I have it right here, is one of my favorite sponges. I go between this and the Beauty Blender depending on how I want my foundation coverage, and this always gives you more of a full coverage feel. It's basically like if you take the benefits of a brush and the benefits of a Beauty Blender and mix them together so you get that full coverage look, but it's still airbrush. And then I recently just started trying out this sponge. I actually just washed it, so it looks all like inflated right now because I used it today, and I used it with my Smashbox full coverage foundation. I'm liking this one for summer. It's like a super matte foundation, but if you want full coverage matte, check this out. This is what I've been wearing lately on full coverage makeup days. I've been looking for foundations that I can use that I don't get, they don't transfer whenever I'm wearing a mask, and that's the one that I use that I find works the best. But anyways, this sponge is what I really wanted to talk about. So this is a Juno sponge, but it is the purple one, obviously. The difference between both of these is this one is a bit firmer and this one's a bit bouncier, like your normal Beauty Blender. So this one just claims to be 50% softer than the original one. I can definitely feel the difference between both sponges, and if you find that the original Juno sponge is like a little bit too firm or gives you a little too much coverage, this is just like a little bit of a toned down version. It has that same texture and quality as the regular Juno sponge, but it has that bounciness as a Beauty Blender. So definitely check these out. I know they're pretty affordable, and I believe they're available on Amazon. Like, they're a lot cheaper than the original Beauty Blender. I love those sponges so much. They just sent me a couple others, but that's the only one that I've been using so far. I know they have a few more that I need to test out that are like different degrees of softness, but I just love the Juno sponges so much, especially if you want to take a lighter coverage foundation and make it a little bit more coverage. That's a great sponge to use that with. And then next up, when I'm not wearing foundation, I'm gonna do a little maybe like IGTV tutorial this week on like my go-to no makeup, especially when I am like out all day and I'm wearing a mask. I don't want to have like a full face of makeup. I just want to keep things light. So something that I like to wear is this Too Faced powder foundation. This is called the Born This Way Multi-Use Complexion Powder. I just have it in the same shade that I have the Born This Way foundation, Golden Beige. So it's just a regular like powder foundation. It doesn't actually say powder foundation, it just says complexion powder, but it's like a little bit, it gives you coverage like a powder foundation. It's definitely not like a setting powder. I like to use it when I'm doing like a light BB cream. So the BB cream that I like to use is the Tinted Moisturizer by Laura Mercier. I guess it's just a tinted moisturizer. It's actually a lot lighter coverage than like a normal BB cream. I really like this. I just put a little bit on my whole face. This is just a spontaneous favorite in this video because I know I mentioned it in another recent favorite. But just so you know, this is a combination that I like to use. I use the shade 2N Nude. They come in a ton of shades. This moisturizer does, and so does the powder foundation. I use just a tiny bit of this because I don't want to put too much foundation down if I'm going to be out and about all day. And then I use this as like a setting powder foundation and just kind of buff it into my skin to give me more coverage and like a full foundation look without the heaviness of regular foundation. So really like this if you want a powder foundation, something that's going to give you coverage. It is matte, but your skin still looks like skin. It doesn't look like porcelain or flat, which I really hate that like flat makeup-y look. So that's what I've been using in the foundation front. I really haven't been doing too much coverage. Like I said, I use the Smashbox one whenever, like today, when I want a full face of makeup. If I'm really like just not going out too much, I might like go to the grocery store for like 30 minutes or something. But if I'm gonna be out for an extended amount of time and I'm gonna be wearing like a face mask all day, I'll do this combination. That way I'm not wearing too much on my face and my skin can still breathe, even if I'm wearing like a mask on top of it. And then next up, a bronzer that I absolutely love is this cream bronzer from Yensa. I believe it comes in several shades. I have it in the shade Sunlit Glow. So this is a complete dupe for the Chanel cream bronzer, at least the original one, because I believe they discontinued the original one and reformulated it. But if you have that original Chanel bronzer, it's actually like similar packaging too. This is such a dupe to it. Like even the smell is very similar. And if you have that Chanel bronzer, you know it has a particular like perfumey scent. So this smells so good. It makes me happy every time I put it on. I've actually been wearing this like every single day. Well, at least every day that I wear makeup. I honestly wear makeup like 2 to 3 times a week max. But every time I wear makeup, I put this on because it's so easy to apply. And a lot of times cream bronzers are like a process, or cream contours are a process where you have to put it on and blend for minutes and set it and make sure it's diffused and doesn't look cakey. But this is such an easy one because it's more light coverage. It's very easy to manipulate on your skin, and it dries to like a powder finish. Like this is an amazing cream formula. Obsessed with this product. The scent is so good as well. Like I enjoy putting that on so much. All right, so next up I have a product that's a lot more innovative, and this is from the brand Silly George, and I got this in a PR package, and I had never heard of this brand before, and I was like very curious and skeptical about it when I got it because I didn't think it would work, but it actually works. And this is called their Liner Bond, and this is a lash adhesive eyeliner. It looks like a regular eyeliner. Like it's so cool. This is a black eyeliner. It just looks like a regular eyeliner. You apply it like a regular eyeliner. Like I'm wearing different lashes today, but I did like set my lash. Like I could show you, I set my lash with this to cover up the lash band. I probably just messed up my eyeliner a little bit, but that's okay. But you just use it like a regular eyeliner. It's just such a cool product because not only is it a regular eyeliner, like I've said a million times, but it's also a lash adhesive. So what you do, it comes in a kit, and it comes with 1 pair of lashes that you can reuse a bunch of times, I think up to 40 times. So the eyeliner is adhesive, so when you go to apply your eyelashes, like say you just do your liner, like a wing liner first, and then you go and put on your eyelashes on top of it, and you don't need any additional lash glue, and it actually stays on. It comes in a little case like this, and you can get eyelashes in a few different styles, I believe like 4 or 5. So the kit is $40 together, and then you just don't need to use any lash glue when you use this set together, and I think that's super cool, super innovative. I did a little tutorial of actually applying it and showing everything on my TikTok, so I will go ahead and link that in my description if you guys want to see like how it actually works, it applies, and everything, because I think that's just like such a cool concept to do eyelashes with no lash glue, because for me that takes quite a while. So this kit is an alternative to regular lashes with glue. If you want to check it out, I will leave it below. I believe it just might be available on their website. Next up I have a few more eye products. This one is from Ciate London. This is called their Marbled Metal Eyeshadow. It comes in a bunch of different shades, and this is just like the regular glitter eyeshadows that I always rave about. Like I have ones from Tarte, Hourglass, Marc Jacobs. I love products like this because I love a very neutral eye and I love a very sparkly eye, and I like to just do like 1 or 2 transition shades and a really intense shimmer on my lid, and this is exactly that. Like this formula is really awesome. It's just kind of like a glitter looking product. It stays put all day. I don't have like any fallout from it either, and that is the shade. Super pretty. I didn't know that Ciate made these products. I got like a little PR package from Ciate, and I was really excited to try these out because I love single glitter shadows. Like it's the only time I'm gonna use a single shadow is when it's like a glitter formula like this, and I definitely Like I have some palettes that are my favorites for transition shades. Like today I'm wearing the ColourPop Going Coconuts palette. I love that one and the California Love. Like those are my holy grail eyeshadow palettes, and I love to just use those with some of my favorite single shadows. I just find that to be like a really foolproof look. I don't have to do too much effort because it kind of just glides on, and there you go. Like your eye look is done in like 30 seconds. So that's definitely a formula that I'm really liking right now if you guys want to check those out from Ciate, because I haven't heard like any hype about them. I haven't heard a lot about Ciate in general. I only have a few products from them, and that one is definitely a favorite. So next up, I do have one eyeshadow palette. This is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. It's a drugstore palette, and it's an awesome drugstore palette. I am very particular about eyeshadows, eyeshadow formulas. I don't like to make something work. I just want something that works really well. I don't like to take a lot of effort with my eyeshadow, especially lately. I just don't take a lot of effort with my makeup lately. So if I'm gonna put something on, I don't want to work for it. I just want to enjoy the process and it look really good without too much effort. This is one of those palettes, and I do have some other e.l.f. palettes I've probably decluttered a bunch in the past where I like the formula. It can look really pigmented and stuff, but at the end of the day, I go back to my high-end palettes or my ColourPop palettes. Like for me, if it comes to affordable eyeshadow, I go with ColourPop. It's always like a pretty foolproof formula to me and very comparable. Sometimes I normally actually prefer it to my high-end palettes. Like I said, I am using the Going Coconut palette all the time over a bunch of high-end palettes in my collection. And this is up there with that formula as well. It's so good. It's super pigmented, it's super creamy, not patchy. Like the foils in here are gorgeous. I did a little tutorial on my Instagram as well. You have a lot of like really gorgeous summery shades. It reminds me of like the Anastasia Riviera palette from a couple years ago, but I love this color scheme in general so much because like you have those like fun pops of colors and you have a lot of neutrals, and then you have a ton of transition shades to work with. Probably my favorite e.l.f. palette that I've tried, and I've tried a lot of e.l.f. palettes over the years. Definitely check that out if you want something new from the drugstore. All right, so next up I have a lip product, and this is from the brand Real Her. This is their liquid lipstick in the shade I Am Enough. This has been my go-to nude liquid lipstick that I've been wearing for the last month as well. It's just like a standard nude, and it's more of like a moussey formula. Really, really love this shade. I think I've worn it in a couple videos this month, probably in my last, like, whatever videos I've been wearing a nude lip product, probably even like my last video. This is what I've been wearing. I've been really digging this shade because it's more of like a moussey formula. I hate liquid lipsticks that feel like paint and are just dry. This is a very comfortable formula. It lasts all day. I don't have to worry about touching it up or reapplying it. When you eat and drink, it like fades naturally. It's not one of those liquid lipsticks where it just leaves like patches on your lips. So really comfortable formula. I basically like liquid lipsticks that feel like lipsticks. Sometimes I prefer a liquid lipstick because I don't need to touch it up. It's not gonna transfer, but I still want like that comfort of a lipstick. So that is why I've been loving that one so much. Yeah, definitely my fave right now. It's what I've been wearing probably every time I'm wearing a nude liquid lip throughout the last month. And that is kind of it for makeup, I believe. And lastly, I have a nail product because I want to show you guys what has been making me so happy for the last couple months in quarantine. And these are the nails from Kiss. They're the gel fantasy nails. This is probably what I'm going to be wearing next. Right now I'm wearing like the nude version, and I just get them in the style short, just like a regular square nail. I always do short nails, and I like that so much better. I never wear like a really long nail. Super, super easy. I've actually not been to a nail salon this year at all. I was just doing my nails at home before quarantine, and then quarantine happened, and I'm like, okay, I guess I just need to pick up some other nails to try. So this is just a gel looking manicure, obviously fake nails, and you just do a glue, and it does not damage your natural nail. It's hard to notice a difference between this and when I would do acrylics. Like it feels the same, like they feel solid, they don't feel like bendy. I've tried other press-ons that feel like they just bend, or like when I'm cooking and I put, like I'm cooking over steam, like they'll start to look a little bit like they're melting off my hand. if I'm taking things like out of the oven, I'm like, is my nail just like melting off like a Barbie doll or something? But these are solid nails that I really, really like, especially because like I am cooking all the time. I'm doing a lot of like home like crafts. You guys know I've been like working on my room a lot. So I like things that actually stay on. These stay on for a solid week. They come with 28 nails, so I get at least 2 manicures out of it. So that has been such a time and money saver for nails. Really, really love them. Super happy with them. So I will find them. They're probably available at Ulta too, and I'll link them down below. All right, guys, so that's gonna be everything for this month's favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll leave the links to everything that I mentioned today down below in case you're curious about my lip color. This is Bang Bang from Smashbox, one of my favorite like orangey red lipsticks. I will link, my shirt is like $10 on Amazon, so is my necklace, and so are my earrings. So I will link all those down below as well. And if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.